everybody, Shannon and Karen with Wandering Out Yonder, and today on the Getting Behind the Gear series, we're going to talk to you guys about a company that we recently discovered. This company is called Tripped Travel Gear. You heard that right. Tripped Travel Gear. And the young couple that runs this company, their names are Tim and Finn. Cute. Anyhow, this young couple, I love their philosophy. Their philosophy is, we believe the world would be a better place if more people traveled. And I have to say, I agree with that 1000%. Tim and Finn have been to over 30 countries. They have RV'd from Florida to Alaska and back. So they both have a lot of adventure experience. And one of the reasons that they came up with this company was to make their travel adventures work out better for them.
Easier.
Yep. So they came up with these compression bags so that they could squeeze in as much as they could for their adventures. Now, back last September, we went on a trip to Mount Rainier. And if any of you know anything about the Rainier area, you could have 4 seasons in 1 week.
In 1 day.
And we discovered that.
Yeah.
So we had to make sure that we had enough clothing packed to accommodate all of that. Well, Shannon and I do not check luggage. We only take a carry-on and we only take a backpack with us. So it kind of became apparent to me how difficult that was going to be. I mean, all of our hiking gear, all of our warm gear, cold, I mean, it just was so much stuff we were trying to squeeze in these small suitcases. That led us to going, okay, so we need to start looking for some compression bags. Well, the other side of this coin is I didn't want to spend a lot of money on this stuff because...
Just for air travel.
Yeah, just for air travel, because Shannon and I travel that way maybe once or twice a year, but not a whole lot. Mostly we do van life.
Mostly it's in the van, right.
So I was like, okay, so is there other ways that we could utilize using these compression bags? Well, yes, there is. We decided, yeah. And we are going to show you the embarrassment that we have going on inside these lockers, so you can see why we were like, oh yeah, you know, that would work out great there.
This was exactly what I was all excited about these bags for taking care of this problem. So again, it's 4 seasons of shirts in there, but
it's a bit of a jumbled mess.
Yeah,
right?
Because there's a little bit of folding going on back there, but it just doesn't all fit.
You know, Shannon's not a folder.
Right,
sorry.
Right. So, yes, very excited about the compression bags for there.
All right, guys, so here's my locker. Even though it looks a little bit better than Shannon's, because I do fold and I do know how to fold, it's still, we could use a little bit of help with compressing down things, because we travel from one weather temperature to another, so we need all kinds of gear in here for that reason. This is what we have so far, and this is what we're going to be testing out. And just so you know, if you go to their website, it will direct you to the Amazon. That's where you will be getting your items from. But they do have their own website. They also have a lot of videos on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, so you can see all of their adventures there as well. Okay, so you guys saw the embarrassment that we had going on in the locker. So Shannon's going to share with you now what she's been working on today. She's been out here today trying to get her locker organized by utilizing the bags here. So she's going to show you what she came up with.
All right, so this is all of my really bulky stuff. The stuff for super cold weather that sometimes in the van we do need. So the plan is put it in here, get it all compressed down nice and neat. And the plan for these,
which is your extra winter bulky clothing,
yeah,
correct?
Like giant fleece pullovers, fleece lined pants, yeah, Sherpa lined joggers. I mean,
some big bulky stuff.
Right.
So she's got it in the larger bag, the white one.
So now it has compressed down.
She's going to slide it in and put it behind her locker. Right. All right. So show them how you freed up your space in your locker then, Shannon.
Yeah. All right, so that's my pants. Now these are the ones that I wear every single hike that we go out. So I left those out and easy to get a hold of. This is the rest of my winter clothes. More hiking pants, cargo pants, line pants. If these get dirty, I have plan B. And then these are my shorts, capris, all of these summer and light stuff, because I like to have both, because sometimes we drive through seasons. All right, door number 2 was the worst. It was bad. But I like options with shirts. So after redoing it, we got all of my t-shirts in
There's
one.
probably like 6 t-shirts in this one.
Yeah, all my t-shirts in one.
We got them compressed down, and in this is one of the smaller bags that came with the set.
Right. So t-shirts for either wearing, sleeping, whatever, souvenirs. It's all my t-shirts. All my hiking shirts.
She's got like 4 hiking shirts in that one. All right.
All right. This is what I keep out. It's January in Pennsylvania. So that's my pretty much every day that I go to.
Her warm stuff.
Right. So t-shirts, hiking shirts, everyday shirts,
ta-da!
and the door closes. So I am hoping that these help me keep it organized and maintained, and I didn't have to give up anything. I have everything that I still want. It just looks a lot better and it feels a lot better.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so I'm next. I get to reorganize my cabinets. All right, guys, so we have packed up Shannon's clothing utilizing her set of compression bags. This is a laundry bag, so you can put your dirties in there and roll it up and bring it home with you. All right, so I'm going to open this up and show you guys everything that we got in here, okay? As you saw, everything that was packed into the cubes and how we had it in the suitcase all zipped up, ready to go. This is everything that was in those cubes. Now, in these 2 smaller cubes, we were able to get 5 pairs of nice winter socks, and 1 pair is like the really super thick ones, and a pair of winter gloves. This is the base layer, pants and top, the Patagonia base layers, all of Shannon's underwear, and her warm little hat that she likes to wear. Okay, and these 2 piles were these bags. Okay, if you remember these bags. And in these bags we had 3 pairs of hiking pants, 1, 2, 3, right
and
here.
they're thick lined pants.
This is one of the line pair. A nice flannel shirt. This is her pajamas, a pair of shorts, 2 t-shirts.
I like to have extra t-shirts.
And 3 hiking shirts. So seriously, this is probably, we could have probably squeezed in another couple more hiking shirts if we really wanted to in this pile.
And as of right now, definitely about a week's worth of clothing for me.
Okay. And in the big white business class bags that we showed you earlier, we had one of these packed up, and in one of them is her Sky Goat jacket, her Melizana, her Melly. This is her Patagonia regulator pullover. This is her North Face puffy jacket, and this is just like a sun hoodie right here.
My outdoor research.
Yeah, a sun hoodie. So she had quite a bit packed in the this piece right here. And as you saw, everything fit in here just fine. So next we're going to show you what it would have looked out like without having it packed up that way. All right, now we're going to show you without the compression bags, getting all this stuff in this suitcase, how much better it is to have the compression bags. And the one thing we forgot to show you that was in the suitcase were Shannon's hiking shoes that were in this bag. All right, so we've got, this is just the white bag so far, okay? And I'm going to try to get this stuff in here as best I can.
You gotta get my shoes in there.
Yeah, I know. Ooh.
And this, just gonna go ahead and mention, I like the zippers closed like this. It keeps the nasty off my shoes, off my clothes. Ooh, yeah. Good luck with that. Yep.
Then you have to sit on this to possibly maybe get your zipper closed. And the other thing I wanted to point out to you with utilizing these compression bags is how much more organized you can be. This is a mess.
Actually, that's kind of what my suitcase normally looks like.
But when you get to your destination and you start having to dig through, where did I put my such and such? You know what happens? The stuff just gets everywhere.
Yep.
So having the compression bags, there's all sorts of different ways that you could utilize these. You could utilize by day what you're going to wear, just however it works for you. But they absolutely are, to me, just essential to have for any kind of packing or trip or any kind of organization that you feel like you need to do. They're going to be great. Okay guys, so we have shown you the tripped bags and what we are using them for, and really and truly for Shannon and I, it's probably going to be more for keeping things really organized in the van. Now we have shown you in the suitcases how much more you can get into a suitcase using these compression bags, and we will use them and have used them on some of our flights out to California and back. So they do come in handy, but for us, because we only travel a couple times a year that way, our biggest thing, the reason that we really wanted these was to use in the van.
In the van, right.
But there's probably so many ways that you could utilize these in your own, either your van or if you're traveling or so forth and so on. There's a lot of different uses for them. So anyhow, this is going to be our main use for them. We hope that maybe it helps somebody out. And we're hoping to be able to utilize these again on a future trip or getting ready to go on another trip. So anyhow, thanks guys for watching, and we will see you later. Bye.